Hello and welcome to the folding tutorial for Bandit. As you can see, this is a long and narrow dart type paper airplane, and all of its layers lock together on the bottom to help it to be quite aerodynamic. And because of that, this plane has a range of over 80 feet, which is a really great range. And not only that, but it's easy to fold. So let me show you the plane in flight, and then I'll teach you how to fold it. All you will need in order to fold Bandit is an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper, but if you are using one of my templates, be sure to orient yours as I have here with the text on top. Now we're going to begin by folding this right edge to the left edge. As always, symmetry is very important, so try hard on this first step to get this to be as accurate as possible. Really try to line the corners of your paper up before you make that crease. Now, this is a pretty forgiving plane, so if you can't get it perfect, don't fret. It's going to fly well anyways, but it will always fly better with an increased degree of accuracy. Okay, and now we will just unfold. And next we're actually going to just fold this top edge to the bottom edge. Again, try to be accurate on this crease. It's about to be a reference for us on some other creases, so getting this accurate will be important as well. And we'll open that up. And the next step is to fold this right edge here and land it on that horizontal crease we just made. So as I do that, you'll notice that some of the fold we're going to make is crossing the center crease, and that is totally okay. That's exactly what we want. And I'm just going to pull this corner until I see it reaches that horizontal crease. And I kind of tack it there, and then I line up this corner on that horizontal crease. And then I make my new crease here. And I'll open that up like so. And we're going to do the same thing on this side, folding this edge to the horizontal crease. And we can now unfold, and your paper should look like this with two diagonal creases intersecting at the center. And we're going to flip the paper over and actually make a crease that goes right through those two diagonals by folding this top edge down, and our crease will be horizontal going right through them. And the way we do that is, you can see we have this triangle here, this top triangle before they intersect. And we kind of just want to reveal that top triangle again and look for that point. And when that point is right at the top of the paper, kind of just tack it down in the middle and then line up everything else to make sure that your crease is going to be horizontal across the page. Make sure that this edge here is landing on your outer edge there. And the center crease is on the center crease, and the left edge is also on the edge. And crease all the way across the top. And then we'll open that back up and take this top edge and fold it to the crease we just made. And leave just the tiniest amount of space there because we're going to be making another fold in. And if you fold right up to that crease, then it may make the next step a little bit more difficult. Just leave a tiny millimeter of space, and your plane should look like this. So now we will flip it back over, and you can see your paper will sit something like this. And what you want to do is just poke that point, and if you saw the difference, now these edges are kind of pulling up. Rather than this crease being firm all the way through, we can kind of make a point in that crease like so just by tapping it. And now we are ready to pull in our edges, and we're going to pull both in on this existing crease that we've already created like so. And you'll notice we're leaving this tab free on top right now. And once we have our big triangles flattened, then we can kind of flatten this whole section like so. And your plane should look like this. Next, we're going to actually flip the paper back over, and we're going to be folding this top triangle down. And the way we determine how far we want to pull it down is we want to land this horizontal portion of this triangle on this horizontal crease that we made near the beginning of the folding sequence. So your plane should look like this. And next we're going to fold the leading edges of our wings just by pulling these outer sides in. And the crease we're going to make will be, one reference point is going to be, it's going to start right here at the top of this band where this band intersects the top of the paper. That's one point of our crease. And then the other way we determine where our crease goes is as we fold in, we want to land this corner here on the center crease. So you can see the crease is starting right at this point, and then I swing it so that this corner lands on the center crease. And that's how I determine where that crease should go. And I'll do the same exact thing on the left side. So again, my crease starts here, so I'm just pulling on that point, and then I land this corner on the center crease. Sorry for that squeak. And I crease all the way down. Next, we can open those back up just long enough to tuck each side into these kind of pockets we have. So one goes in there, one goes in on this side, and your plane should now look like this. Next, we are just going to mount and fold the paper in half along that existing center crease. And it's time to fold our wings. So we can rotate it and set the paper on the table like this. And next we just want to fold this edge here to this bottom edge. Okay, and we'll flip it over and fold the other side to match. This edge here to the bottom edge. And now you can see if we open all of this up, we have what is a finished Bandit. And let me give you just a few tips before you go off throwing this plane. You can see first off that I want to angle the wings of this plane up slightly. And that is called giving a plane dihedral angle. It's going to give it directional stability and help it fly straight and glide even farther. But here's the trick. You can see while I have the plane pinched in my hand like I'm going to throw it, the wings are at one angle. When I let go, they sag to another angle. So I want to make sure even after I let go of the plane that it's going to have dihedral angle. And again, that's going to make it have directional stability, and it'll help it fly level rather than banking, which will also help it fly farther. Now, in addition to that, if you find that your plane is diving slightly, be sure to bend the back edges of the wings up just a little bit. I don't think you'll experience this problem on this plane. It has a pretty good balance, but if you do, that is called giving a plane up elevator, and it will compensate for its tendency to dive down slightly by deflecting the back of the plane down and the nose of the plane up, and it should glide more in a level manner. So there you go. I hope you have found this video to be helpful. As always, good luck flying your plane.